Alright guys, it's Keenan from the future. I had to make this video just to provide you all some context. And without this, the vlog wouldn't make sense. I got a new package today that consisted of a lot of good stuff. RX100 Mark IV, X-Pro2, 16-55, and a 35 f2. And I thought I would compare my new vlog camera that I rented to the old vlog camera and just see if there are any major differences to see if this was worth the upgrade. Like an idiot, I vlogged with the old vlog camera, did a live unboxing, took you guys around my apartment, you know, my typical morning. And then when I swapped the SD cards to this camera, I formatted it because that's just my typical habit. So I lost the entire beginning of this vlog. So now that we're caught up, let's get into it. Alright guys, so I was not really sure where I left off with the vlog, but I ended up taking like some product shots of the cameras, and I just wasn't 100% happy with my location. I use this black IKEA table for the majority of my reviews and product shots, and I wanted to mix it up a little bit this time, being that it's so many, you know, items. So I thought I would come to Jeremy's house and use his like wood table. It's like a light wood, and it's just gonna look cool for some of the shots. So I'll do a few here, a few at home. Then that way I can kind of evaluate and assess and decide which one is best. Let's see if this door is open. Yes, it is. So I'm vlogging on a new camera, by the way. This is the RX100. So let me know if you guys see a shift in quality. Again, I'm sure I'll be able to evaluate it later myself. But for right now, given how dark it is in here, I think I'm really liking this camera. And like the higher quality is gonna make me wanna vlog more. I'm not sure if Jeremy's okay with me walking around showing his entire apartment or studio, but whatever. Look how clean this bitch is. Like, that shit way better than the camera I got now. I need this camera. Alright guys, just got back home and I took an Uber home, and I feel like the quality of the cars that I'm getting in are going like way down, but I'm not going to complain. Just thought I'll put that out there. Do you guys agree, or is it just me? Anyway guys, I'm going back through that parking lot that we went through earlier. Remember, I was like, why can't you see me? Well, I want to see if this camera performs better. So the entire point of renting this camera is just to see if the quality is that much of a difference. And if it being better quality motivates me to vlog every day as opposed to every other day like I have been. So far on this LCD screen, it looks a lot better. So definitely performing to my needs. And obviously this is expected. This camera is double the price, and it has a bigger sensor. But sometimes we make excuses like, oh, my gear's not there, so I can't perform. And in this case, I feel like that would be a valid excuse. This is a better performer than the HX90. So the photos at Jeremy's came out really good. They were kind of like individual photos of just the lens, really up close, and we used flash there. I'm not 1000% sure I'm going to use them for the vlog, but they'll definitely be used, you know, throughout Instagram. So if you want to see how those look, then I just posted one. Let me know what you think. Right now, what I want to do is get a few more at home. So I don't have any pictures of the camera and the lens together. So like the X-Pro2, the X35, and the and the 16-55. So I'm going to place those side by side, grab a couple pictures of those, and then prep my reviews. This is how I do all my first impressions. I prep them early on so that it's not so daunting when I, you know, go back and fill them in. I love this camera's bokeh, by the way. Like, I feel like I don't have to clean up because it's kind of blurred out. I gotta get this camera. I'm so excited. I'm so excited, guys. I'm buying this camera today. I don't care. I'm about to just buy it right now. It's too great. I might buy it after the rental period, but the RX100 is the camera that I'm getting for myself. I haven't seen this blown up on screen yet, but man, like, so as you guys can see, this is kind of how it just looks, like an overhead. And if you're wondering what I shoot on this is really old, raggedy, cheap IKEA table. Super raggedy, but once you edit it and you get all these smudges and things out, it looks really good. So that's another testament to kind of just using what you have. You know, I didn't go out and buy anything fancy for all my product review shots. I tend to use these really cheap tables, and it works out well. I've had no complaints, and everybody loves them. Yeah, it was 10 bucks. So if you guys want to grab those, now you know to go do so. I'll start showing you guys more behind the scene things. I feel like a lot of you are probably bloggers or somebody who wants to get into the YouTube space or just somebody who really believes in like documenting their process. So I want to make sure that I show you more of it. How the editing process works. Not like a full in-depth edit, but just kind of what I do. So this is the Polaroid snap that I'll be reviewing on Saturday. And as you can see, there's just like a lot of replacements here. So I just, you know, use the clone tool. And when you use a cheaper table like I do, sometimes you got to take these extra steps to get those things out of here. But it's fairly simple. But as you can see, the edit's coming along pretty well. This is a really reflective screen, so you can't get the full effect of it. Maybe that's better. And yeah, you know, I'm just gonna be doing this for a little while, and then we're gonna head out and shoot some street. Alright guys, it's a little close to 5 o'clock, and I'm just about done editing the blog photos. I'll probably take a few more before I send the cameras back, but so far I'm really happy with them. Right now I'm headed downtown because people are about to get off work, and I figured what better time to go test this camera out. I know you didn't think that I was gonna get this camera and not shoot street with it. So yeah, right now I have the 35 f2 attached to it. Didn't bring in 16 to 55 for one. That lens is just like big and heavy. And for two, I kind of have this rule where I only can carry one lens in shooting street. Otherwise, I won't take pictures. So I'm gonna attach my GoPro on right now. We're gonna take some pictures and see how this thing performs.
That's essentially how I feel about life. Full of loneliness and misery and suffering and unhappiness, and it's all over much too quickly. The question is, have I learned anything about life?
So it's currently 11:19, and you're probably wondering like, oh, it's been so many hours. Last time you vlogged, it was daytime. I've been on the phone with PayPal and eBay for like 4 hours now. Remember that A6000 that I sold a little while back? Well, it just came back to me in the mail. Apparently somebody filed a claim, and somehow it was able to get past me. I didn't see that the claim was filed. I didn't see any notifications. And the camera just came back today, and I was like, huh? And the person who bought it said it didn't work. And it's been like 50 days since I've sold this camera. And I log into my PayPal account, and it's negative, you know, $500 or whatever. And that's just kind of a huge letdown. So I called PayPal to see if anything can be resolved. See if they can help me in any kind of way, whether it's partial or full. I don't know. Like, and they're like, well, if you can get the guy to admit that he broke it, then we'll give your money back. And for one, I'm not accusing anybody of breaking anything. I don't know what really happened. I just know I sent off a camera that worked perfectly fine. You guys see me send it. You guys see me use it that day. And now I get it back and it's not broke. Alright guys, this is Keenan from the future again. And I just cut this part of the video because it was way too sad and depressing. I'm not gonna lie, like getting this camera back and you know, it not working really put me in a financial like a tough situation. But I just gotta remain positive and look past it. You know, I tried calling eBay. I talked to them for like 3-4 hours. They weren't able to help me, and that's just the end of the story. So I think I went on like 10-15 minutes, like, oh, woe was me, life sucks, and that's not the message I want to send, man. Like, sometimes shit happens, and it sucks if it happens to you. And yeah, man, we're just gonna continue to progress, you know, and be great. So in that like long segment, I was like, you know, I don't want to like be negative in my blog, so I don't feel like I need to be negative towards you guys either. So I got this camera back. It's broken. If anybody has any tips on how to fix it, then awesome. It just won't power on. If I'm stuck with it, then that sucks. And yeah, you know, let's move on. Tomorrow we have a super exciting day, so make sure you guys like and subscribe and continue to watch these vlogs. They really like power me and fuel me and keep me going. I hope you enjoyed that short point of view video. There's going to be a longer one coming out later this afternoon, so check back for that. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace.